we've chalked success in our drive to aggressively modernize and expand our transportation system. Today, Ghanaians and foreigners alike traveling through the Kotoka International Airport's Terminal 2 transit. Mr. Speaker, today, Ghanaians and foreigners alike traveling through Kotoka International Airport's Terminal 2 arrival lounge transit through this beautiful refurbished arrival hall that meets all international standards. Mr. Speaker, the new arrival hall at the Kotoka International Airport gives travelers a most favorable impression of our country. Work is currently ongoing on an ultra-modern international terminal building to be known as Terminal 3. It is designed to accommodate 5 million passengers a year, and it will process 1,250 passengers an hour. Mr. Speaker, it will have 6 boarding bridges. And when I talk about boarding bridges, I mean the air bridges. You are not going to get down and walk into a bus and be driven to a stairs and climb up a stairs. You are going to walk through modern air bridges straight into the plane, Mr. Speaker. And I'm sure my friends on the other side would appreciate that. Mr. Speaker, it will also have a large retail area and will have 3 main business lounges, among others. The Turkish construction company has taken possession of the site and has already started working feverishly. Mr. Speaker, I will have the honor to be joined on the 1st of March 2016 by the Turkish President Tayyip Recep Erdogan to cut the sword for the official commencement of work on this monumental aviation project. Mr. Speaker, what this will do is it will surely make Ghana the preferred hub for transit passengers in West Africa. And what you should note, and I'm going to emphasize this, I'm pleased to note that this project is being financed by from credit raised by the Ghana Airport Company on its own balance sheet, with no sovereign guarantee or any charge to the public debt stock. Mr. Speaker, this is in line with our new public debt management strategy that compels public-owned companies to borrow using their own financial muscle. Mr. Speaker, to further enhance the operations of the airport and cater for the needs of importers and exporters, construction of a new state-of-the-art import, export, and transit cargo center is ongoing. There's an office complex, aircraft ramp handling, and this project is nearing completion. The center will be equipped with the latest state-of-the-art cargo handling equipment, including automated storage and retrieval systems, accommodating 2,800 pallet positions, mini shipment tower, cold stores, bullion stores, X-ray scanners, and the highest level of security control, CCTV monitoring for safety and security of goods and counter-narcotics purposes. Mr. Speaker, work is progressing steadily on converting the Kumasi and Tamale airports into international airports. Mr. Speaker, last year, work was completed on the first phase of the Kumasi International Airport upgrade. And that involved resurfacing the runway, installing runway lights, and then installing an instrument landing system. Mr. Speaker, it has eased air travel to Kumasi, and many of my colleagues and friends here are very happy about being able to catch the last flight. And as I said last year, to be able to get home on time to meet the fufu still hot, you know. Mr. Speaker, Napo uses that flight a lot. Mr. Speaker, work on the Tamale International Airport will also soon be completed. This will inject greater flexibility into air travel, and the 2 airports, Kumasi and Tamale, will become growth poles around which the economy of the middle and northern parts of our country would expand. Mr. Speaker, work will also be completed on the aerodrome at Ho to give Ghanaians more air travel options. They prefer to call it Ho Airport. At the airport at Ho, Mr. Speaker, also the procurement process for the temporary terminal to allow commercial flights to commence operations into WA is underway. So for the Upper West MPs, procurement has started for the construction of a temporary terminal to allow the airstrip to accept commercial flights into WA. There's a land that has been identified for an airport that we shall construct later. Mr. Speaker, in the maritime sector, the expansion works on both Tema and Takoradi harbors are moving steadily. The phase 1 expansion works in Takoradi are expected to be completed in May this year. The expansion of these two ports will create approximately 10,000 new jobs for our people. The following projects are also ongoing at the Tema port: the bulk cargo handling jetty, which will provide a jetty for offloading of bulk cargo, clinker, cement, and related products to free the other berths for other commercial cargo vessels to reduce their waiting time. The development of 4 container terminals at the port, including an access road from the port to the motorway, and expansion of the Accra-Tema motorway from 4 lanes to 6 lanes. The reconstruction of the net mending wharf at the Tema fishing harbour to support the artisanal fishing industry and to enhance environmentally safe fish handling. An even bigger expansion project aimed at increasing the size of Tema Port to 4 times its current size to respond to increasing container volumes will begin shortly. Mr. Speaker, the US $1.5 billion project will be the largest private sector investment in the transport sector in recent years and will result in the provision of a modern harbour with state-of-the-art equipment that is able to take on increasing trade vital for economic development. And I must add that this financing is being done by Meridian Port Services, MPS. The Ghana Urban Transport Project, which is being implemented by the Ministry of Transport in collaboration with the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, is expected to provide scheduled passenger services along some designated routes within the Accra metropolis. Private sector transport operators will own and manage the buses for these routes. Government is assisting them to procure buses for the bus rapid transit system to improve on its service delivery. Dedicated bus lanes are being constructed. The first one from Amasamang to the Central Business District has been completed. This is a lane that will be used only by buses to ensure the provision of regular and efficient mass transit services for passengers and also to reduce congestion.